Welcome to Your Life A to Z. I'm Lisa Hafner, and our entire building has been energized by the arrival of our special co-host, Dr. Oz. I'm actually nervous, too, standing next to you. You're like the biggest celebrity ever. People are like, Dr. Oz is on your show?
You're very kind. I came into the building, I could feel the energy immediately. Yeah. And what I love the most about this show is that you're giving people world experts to help nudge them in the right direction. I travel the whole country. To have something like this is actually unique in the community. So kudos to you.
Thank you. We feel good that we can help our viewers with some great advice. And Dr. Oz, I just brought a couple of questions to ask you about my own health issues. Which one should I get to first? Just joking. I'm going to throw that on the floor.
No,
seriously,
there are real questions on there.
You probably do get a lot of questions every day, don't you?
We do.
From people.
We have actually thousands of questions coming after every show. And I want the questions. Because a lot of times you can group them in the little subsets.
Yes.
Come down to 4 or 5 major themes. I know we're going to talk about some topics today. They're sort of along the same lines.
Right.
So I hope we can cover the major questions folks have on all these basic topics.
Okay. We're going to start with back pain.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I'm one of those people that suffer with back pain. I have a lot of back pain. A lot of people do. Unfortunately, it's kind of an epidemic. I guess it's the second most common thing that people go to the doctor for.
It is, and it's the #1 cause of lost work days. And 95% of the population at some point in their life will have back pain. So if it hasn't gotten you yet, it will get you. The good thing about back pain, it's one of the few diseases that gets better as you get older.
Really?
Yes, because those nice squishy little parts of your discs, they get harder as you get older. They don't herniate. They don't get damaged as much. Plus, we don't do crazy things as much when we get older. So the worst years are between age 20 and age 50. Get out of that window and you're usually good to go.
All right. Well, we brought a table, a chair, and a desk because many of us obviously sit at our computer for hours, whether we're at work or at home. So I'm going to sit in the chair. And you're going to kind of give me some, yes, I'll be your model for today. And now, normally, I'll admit to you, Dr. Oz, this is how I sit at my computer.
Yes,
like this. And my eyes are like this.
Very honest of you to admit that. So a couple of basic things. With the chair that you sit in,
yes.
Let me just pull you out for 1 second. Okay. The chair that you sit in, and this is actually a pretty reasonable height, but you don't want your knees higher than your waist. Okay. It's a very stressful place to be for your hips, if that's the case, and you'll take that stress into your hips and into your lower back. The big story with back pain is it's not about your back. It's about the joints around your back. Yes. So sit back.
Or in my case, the hips. I know a lot of women have a lot of hip issues.
Yes.
It's in our hips.
Yeah, and you store your tension in your hips.
Yes.
So if you can stretch out the hips, it takes a little bit of the rubber band like spasm out of the lower back. Okay, next thing, I noticed you were leaning over.
Yes,
right?
Like this.
Right, so you want a little string from the top of that beautiful head of yours going right to the ceiling, pulling you straight.
Like a ballerina.
Like a ballerina, exactly. Let me see your arm position. Right?
I'm usually like this.
Yeah, so this is a little bit high for you.
The desk?
Yes, so I would actually raise your chair a tiny bit. It's actually better for your knees and your lower back anyway.
Okay.
You get better elbow position. That mouse needs to be as close as it can to the keyboard.
Okay.
Right? And you want your eye line to be the exact same as the top of the
So that's too high for me.
A little bit high for you. Otherwise, you're going to have neck strain. And when you lean too close to it, if you're closer than an arm's length from your keyboard, from your screen rather, you'll have eye strain. Yeah. And all those things build up, and most of us carry our tension in our neck and in our hips, and working on a computer at a desk like this is 2 classic ways that we'll do that.
And a lot of us have the laptops now, so we're on our beds with our laptops super close and bent over in all the wrong positions. So as nice as laptops are, put them on a desk.
It works better. They work on a desk. I fight this battle with my kids all the time. That's why they put desks in kids' rooms, so they can at least learn those postural issues.
Exactly, and we're all so bad with this. We have to really straighten up, and we'll feel so much better just by doing this. I got to do shoulder rolls all the time.
But let me show you one little exercise that works.
Okay.
You don't have to do it, because I know you're in a dress.
No, okay.
So I do what's called the hippie stretch.
The hippie stretch?
Yeah, so you reach to the ceiling, lean forward, don't just collapse down, grab space, and then I come down, I touch my toes, and then I break one knee like this. It's like a hippie walking, and then you break the other one like this. And when you do that, you actually put a lot of tension. Folks at home can do this. A lot of tension in the opposite hip. So if you bend your left knee, your right hip has all that tension. It's wonderful. It opens it up, and when it opens it up, you feel your back muscles slowly give way.
You know what? I do yoga, and that's a common pose in yoga is to hang.
Yes.
And I'll never forget the time I did yoga for the first time, and I started crying because I felt all this release come out of my hips. I was so embarrassed. I was crying like a baby. But it's true. You store a lot of stuff in your hips, so let it out. Do some exercises, do some good stretches, and have good habits when you're at the computer. So important. Yeah. Oh, I have so many more questions for you. We're going to keep you busy today. Thank you very much, Dr. Oz. Dr. Oz is going to be with us the entire hour, so sit back and relax and enjoy this with us. We're so happy that you're here. And now we are going to talk more about back pain with Suzanne. Hi, Suzanne.